Happy New Year, book friends. Thank you for joining me. I always look forward to your visit. My name is Flo, and this is the Grape Jelly Library, where we love to talk about books. Hello. In today's video, I am going to bring to you 5 books that I think you should read at some point in the year 2023. It's quite an array of books, so there should be something here to please everyone. Well, maybe not the die-hard horror fans, but not to worry because we're going to do a couple of these videos. So we will be sure to include some of those books then. But for now, I have chosen The Complete Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi, and this is a book detailing her childhood and early adulthood in revolutionary Iran and Austria. It is in cartoon form, so it is a little bit more digestible, I should say, and I would imagine a pretty quick read. This is Margie's detailed version of her experiences. So Margie is a 10-year-old girl growing up in Iran when a war breaks out, and she becomes interested in political things because she's somewhat privileged and has access to certain educational outlets, and so she utilizes those, and the more that she delves in, the more her interest is piqued. There are suicidal trigger warnings in this book, I must say, and when Margie was residing in Austria, she took a liking to this gentleman painter, and when the feelings were mutual, they were caught by the religious police holding hands, and therefore a fine was imposed on both families, and were they not to pay that fine, then they would have to take their lashings. So there are references to violence throughout this book as well. But I feel like it's an important book to delve into for life experiences, for appreciation of how well we might have it, and for empathy, for sympathy, for gratitude, and to never take anything in life for granted. So yeah, I am choosing this as a 2023 must read. The next book I chose is another book that touches on the topic of freedom. It is The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly by Sun Mi Hwang. This is a Korean favorite classic, and it is the story of a very plucky and spirited hen named Sprout, who is sick and tired of laying eggs on command. She dreams of one day running away and hatching an egg of her own. So each morning, as she steals glimpses of the other barnyard animals roaming freely, she comes up with a plan where she can make her escape and see her wishes come true. Revel in the freedom that she so wants for herself. She is a rebellious barnyard animal who refuses to go along with the traditional barnyard ways. So I think this is going to be a wonderful little read. It's not too time investing, but I feel like the moral and the meaning of the story is one that will stay with me forever. So I am recommending that one for sure. The next book that I am recommending is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. And this is the story of a young lady who has it all. She is skinny, she is rich, she lives in an apartment on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. She has a cushy, easy job, a boyfriend, a best friend, but the one thing that she does not have is happiness. So if ever there was a dichotomy, I would say this book would exemplify that. So this should prove to be an interesting, fun read. The next book that I am recommending is Life is Good, How to Live with Purpose and Enjoy the Ride by Bert and John Jacobs. Now, they are brothers who have a pretty big t-shirt company, and it wasn't always, they grew up, struggling. They didn't have. And so proof positive that they turned their life around and they did something with it. They manifested 10 key power principles that we all possess within us. And they are openness, courage, simplicity, humor, gratitude, fun, compassion, creativity, authenticity, and love. With those powerful tools, anyone can live a good life. That should be an interesting read as well. The last book that I am recommending is A Handful of Earth, A Handful of Sky, The World of Octavia E. Butler, and it is written by Lionel George, and this is the story of Octavia Butler, who teaches us how to write with very little, minuscule finances, making do with what little we have and trying to make it stretch. She implemented tools such as hand-me-down books, repurposed diaries, stealing time in the middle of the night to write every opportunity she was provided. It is important for us to find out who Octavia was, because she spent her life writing about important topics such as political disparities, injustices, women's rights, and global warming. All topics worthy about exploring. If she is willing to educate us and share her knowledge in these subjects, then I, for one, am willing to listen. Thank you for joining me today. Make 2023 an incredible year with positive thinking. And until my next video, know I love you. Be well, be good, be reading.